Okay, it's the 27th of April 2020. I'm probably got bags under my eyes, but anyway, that's beside the point. But last night, sometimes I get real clarity on this lotto thing, and I get these brain waves, and somehow I think I'm getting closer to the source of proving this. Anyway, this is what I wrote. That when I bought the ticket, I was just remembering that my son gave me, was it, 20, 10 or 50 for tea? I think I spent around 10 minus or plus, and then had to buy mince or curry for cooking or coconut milk because that's what he could handle from me. He didn't really like my cooking very much, and he could cook pretty good. Anyway, I had enough for the ticket but made a mistake. So I think the girl told me about the seventh number. So it must have accidentally, gone over the lines. So there would have been an E for edit on the ticket. So, look, if I come up with enough variables and no one else is going for this, well, they have, but they would have been shut down now because I'm the one that won and I'm still going and I'm having trouble because Lotto do only give you three chances. That's their guidelines, and they don't really want to deal with you anymore after that. They just pass you on to someone else, and one place washes the hands of the other, or washes the hands with the other. So anyway, my particular lotto goes back to future advertising and draws. So I definitely would rather get it and give it to kidney research and people that deserve it. Anyway, okay, lotto. I know the date. I know how I paid for it. I know the numbers picked. There was an E for edit or the extra number. I know it was what time. I know pretty much the squares. I'm in the ballpark with the time for sure. I know my son had got tested for a psych appointment after an accident. I know on the 7th he had endoscopy. I know on the 14th we're in Brisbane. I know on the 22nd we bought the ticket. I know on the 2nd we're in Brisbane. I've got two witnesses. The time, hard to get. The day, yes. Was the ticket, the date I've got, the time I've got, around about. E for edit I've got the amount of squares. Who could narrow this down so much? The first square is, well, I know which one is the winning one, and I know pretty much how I chose tickets around that time, and I know that on the Monday, for some reason, you don't always remember why you buy a ticket, especially when you do them randomly. But I had purposely gone 41, 43, 45, and on that Wednesday, I fitted the numbers into that pattern as well. But I use, something to do with my brother and something to do with me, which involved quite dramatic circumstances. Look, I could have had four squares, but made a mistake in the square. Actually, I'm writing how I chose the numbers. Yeah, I'm still going. This is late at night. Perhaps about 2 o'clock in the morning. I took this to bed with me, so it's a bit like this. Um, I know this is boring. This is merely for me, probably. Oh, and there's my mum. I love her. Family values. I saw that on TV. All my Providence. I had the original ticket. I twice dropped it, and then I thought maybe I dropped it a third time. But then I remember putting it in a pink folder at some stage, and I remember it was in a red basket when I'd actually gone to check it on the 27th of January 2014. And that's the day I kept dropping it out of my bag at the casino. So that's why I thought I'd actually lost it there. But then I recall actually, I don't know why I didn't put it in the home, but I'm just very scatty. And I put it in a pink folder. And I do remember checking the pink folder, or a pink folder in the garage, but the garage is a big, quite a big hoard. So these things get shifted too. Um, and I didn't find that ticket in there. I found some papers in there. I checked. Um, well, I wasn't sure if it was a ticket, but there was a ticket on a mag, and I even rang Current Affair because I got so excited. As I said, let us know when you prove the win. They're not there to help me, and that was in answer to one of the shows they had about the actual ticket. And anyway, it came back, as I've mentioned before, as mulch. As for lotto cards, Erica had, and Jenny both had lotto cards. But on Erica's, they left out January, but she extensively used it after. And Jenny, I suppose, didn't have a card at the time, or she may have in another name. And I remember going to Sports World when I was trying to find my second witness. And the manager there, I said, my two witnesses, and I've got one called Jenny, and he knew her and her husband. And he said I could put a flyer up there. But anyway, how I got my second witness was actually putting little bits of paper like this, which stands, but um, little bits of paper, which I've probably got one somewhere here. Oh, actually, this is one of them. And I put them underneath the windscreens of cars one day. I just had a hunch and I thought, I've got to do this. Because a forensic accountant said to me, I either need a receipt to place me in the store that day, it's going to make me cry, or to find the second witness. It says, reward if case proven in hundreds of thousands. It's like, not those little lollies. Anyway, do you remember buying entry in Gold Lotto double dividend a few years ago at DFO? If so, please contact me, and I've left my email or a phone number. Actually, I don't have that phone anymore because that was just I had to buy a new phone and I got free credit, so I used that number. I only have this number for 25 more days. Have found one witness, need the other, which I recall was a lady dressed in sport casual gear, and I think she had a darkish ponytail. Well, at 9:20 the next morning, I got a call, and it was the only call, and that was Erica.